Chef Manu, and this is Chef Kyoko.
Hello.
We are from the Sushi School and sushirobots.eu, and today we're going to talk to you about maki cutters. Kyoko, would you like to explain to us, please?
And making the rolls beautiful, that's one job done. But cutting is another big job, isn't it?
It is.
If you don't cut it properly, your sushi will not look nice at all, as a presentation. So you really have to pay attention. And we will show you different types of machines available now, and you'll see when I start to cut why we need machines, particularly when you're dealing with lots of sushi. Yeah?
You do indeed.
Yeah, so one typical hosomaki and long knife.
So when you train as a sushi chef, if I can just budge in quickly, when you train as a chef and when you make maki rolls, laying the rice is a hard task. Rolling is easy peasy, and cutting is very important because this is the last task. If you squeeze the roll, it looks horrible. If you don't cut properly, it looks horrible. So show us what not to do.
Well, let me just show you what usually happens,
Okay.
With a knife. This is what happens. Long knife, we always need a long knife and a bit of water. And then the hosomaki, it usually is cut into two at the center. And then two rolls are put together, and then one and two more cuts. And then you usually get 6 pieces out of one hosomaki. That's a standard. Now, problem number one. I don't know if you can see this stuff on the knife. Can you see that gooey bit? That starchy rice doing its own act. So your job as a chef is trying your best not to get this to the cut end. So you have to clean the knife all the time.
All the time, and that takes obviously a long time. You need to keep your blade wet and clean, free of starch, basically.
And then just using one side of this tube, one side, I'm going to show you what can happen if you're not really used to it. First, the knife is not held properly so that it can go diagonal. And look at that. It's not going to look very pretty in a platter.
That's ugly.
And because the water, I did have water, but it's not really a clean cut if you don't use the knife properly. So that's another thing. And another typical mistake that lots of people do is just press the knife down.
Exactly.
And then again, it squashes the roll and makes it very untidy.
Now, I don't know if you can see, but while you prepare your other end, you can see that the cut is like this, and that's not good. But also you can see grains of rice sticking out, and this is bad because on a plate it just doesn't look clean. So you really need a clean cut, and it takes time to learn, obviously. So would you like to show us what a clean cut looks like, please?
And then you get the knife in and lots of back and forward, and then you get clean knife first before you put it out. That's done.
Up.
So clean
ideally,
cut, clean end. So that's what you want. And as you have seen, it takes time. That's the biggest problem. So
there has been lots of changes and innovation in the sushi world to cut the rolls, and that's not new. It happened and it started more than 20 years ago. We've got today a selection of 4 different models to show you, basically what happened in the sushi world. So we're going to start with the first one, which is an old model from Otech, and this is very famous in America. And here you go. So this is one of the first models that arrived on the market about 20 years ago. This is from Otech, and this is basically a very simple cutter. You put the roll in there, you close it, you turn the handle a couple of times, and you end up with a cut roll.
So it's a wheel type blade in-house in here. So for the safety, you can't see it at the moment.
I'll move away the wasabi plant away from
Thank you. So the roll goes in. And then close.
Close it.
1, and 2.
That's it.
Beautiful.
Now,
Let me just put
as
this-
you can see, the roll is cut into 8 pieces. Again, that machine can be set to 6 pieces. It's a good little machine. It's okay. The only thing is that it's a little bit long to clean. That's all. So this machine, I believe, has been discontinued on the market now. You can still find it though. But
Let me just take the pieces out
please
and show
do.
you what it is like.
I'm just going to take this for quality control, just to make sure it's okay.
Your favourite activity.
It's a good cut. It's all right.
Good.
So this machine, really first generation, quite a while ago. Now you can see the cut. It's okay. It's clean. It's not too messy. After that came another type of machines, still manual, and this works on a spring action. So here,
It's a heavy one.
it's a heavy one. It's quite big. On a stand, it's much bigger than a knife, for sure. And this is from Top, I believe. Yeah. And that was one of the first machines as well, made about 20 years ago. It hasn't evolved that much. It's okay, but it works on a spring mechanism. So if you put it back, you can see that the spring can kick back up, which is not really great. We'll show you another model with an hydraulic spring, which is a little bit better. However, it does a good job. If you put the roll in there, Kyoko, please do. You can change this to cut in 6 or 8 or 10, obviously. And once you've got it, please go ahead. In one go.
And then, this is another thing, you don't want this coming back because that would make the mess.
If you take it back, everything.
I don't know if you
goes
can
away.
tilt the machine.
Of course I can, I'm very strong.
There you go. So it's quite a clean cut, it's beautifully cut. It's just this, you see, that is not quite good. So that's the only thing.
That's the only thing. So if you want to pick it up, please. And I just want before it springs back.
Yep.
And I just want to emphasize one thing. Whatever you buy, machine-wise, maki cutter, maki maker, rice sheet makers, or whatever, always look at the inside. Because the cleaning is extremely important. Come and see us in the office. We've got all the machines. We can show you pretty much everything. And if you have questions, please do ask. But make sure that it's easy to clean. Now, for this, you can see that you have a lot of different pieces to clean. You can see the under of the machine. It's okay. It does a good job, but it's not our favorite.
You see, what you have to think about when you are choosing the machine is that it's not just you who will be using it.
Yeah.
Your employees, your staff, they will be using it. So it's not just okay that you are happy with it. You have to think about what other people would find it. Easier to use, the better.
That's true. So that is one of the latest developments in terms of manual cutters. This hasn't got a spring, it's got an hydraulic spring. So if you go, it falls automatically. So you can hear the it
stays down, doesn't it?
It stays down, so it's a little bit better, and also it is extremely easy to clean because it's only one part. If you want to demo, the cutters are nearly kind of all the same when they cut, you know? Everything...
excuse me. Right. I don't know if I can tilt it.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Where?
And you can, if you see all the blades, just like that, different machines would have different blades slightly. These ones are all straight blades, aren't they? But the thickness of the blades that way the thickness of the metal itself, they're slightly different, and they do make difference. So you do need to, think about that sort of thing.
The best way is to try it for yourself, you know. Bring your sushi. Come here, we'll make some sushi, no problem. We're in London, in Paris, in La Rochelle. Come and see us.
Okay.
Go ahead. And in one go, bing.
Stays there.
This is what it looks like, okay, like the others. It's a clean cut, it's okay. Make sure you pick it up before you lift it back up.
Yep.
So go ahead, please.
But I don't have to worry about this blade unit coming back up towards my hand. Yeah.
And that's it. So this is the latest ones. In terms of manual cutting, it's exactly the same prices as the other one.
Can I
usually.
just have that back, please?
You can have it back.
For cleaning, the
Yes.
ease of cleaning, you see, if I do that, you can see most of the blades being exposed, and then I can get the cloth and clean it. So this is another thing, like you were saying, how easy is it to clean?
It's
very important.
Very important. The cleaning is
try the machine.
extremely important. Now, these were about manual maki cutting. There have been obviously electrical maki cutters being developed. This is the one from Audio Technica, Otec. There are other ones as well on the market from Suzumo, Fujiseiki, and so on. They all do the same job, literally. Some of them cut by putting the roll here and it goes up. Some of them do the other way around. You put the roll at the top, it goes down.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah. So there you go. That's the blade unit. So instead of those manual ones, the rolls would travel through the blade, and in this case, the roll from the top travels through the blade and comes down at the bottom. Other machines would have it the other way around. So that's why it's
To clean, again, you take it off, you clean this. This machine actually comes with a special set of gloves and cleaning tools in order not to cut yourself or your staff, basically. So it's quite handy. And you just lift it in, you can change that between 6, 8, 10 cuts. Easy peasy.
Yeah.
Put the cover back up.
Otherwise, the machine wouldn't work.
Otherwise, it wouldn't start. So you need to have the cover. This is it. It's a little bit more secure than the manual machine.
Have I got it right? There.
Yep. There you go. No, it's not. You need to be in front of it. Do it. We're going to manage at some point.
Come to the front.
There you go. So that's...
That's it. And then, finally, you can switch on.
So,
It's a safety mechanism. If the cover is not right, it wouldn't switch on.
now, once it's on, basically, put the roll in. You can do 1 or 2 rolls at a time.
Yeah.
We have also bigger electrical machines that can cut up to 10 to 20 rolls at the same time. We don't have them here. We'll show them in another video so you can take a look.
Yeah.
And they're pretty good as well. They work a bit like bread slicing machines. For this, in order to cut, just press
There you go.
one button and the second one at the same time.
1, 2, 3.
Push! And that's it. Your roll is cut, just pick it up, easy peasy, and it does a really good job as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it. If you have any more questions, please give us a call, drop us an email, go on the website, sushirobots.eu or on the Sushi School. Come and see us, ask any questions, that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
So we hope that you enjoyed the video.
Thank you very much for watching.
Happy sushi making!
Yeah, happy sushi making.
See you soon.
See you. Bye.